Hi guys, Psytube here. So today I'm going to be running you through with buffs I think should happen in Pokemon. These are just Gen 1 Pokemon, except there are some evolutions to Gen 1 Pokemon that were revealed in later generations with their pre-evolutions. And there are Mega Evolutions, including ones that don't yet exist, that I think should happen. So let's start off with small buffs. Buffs that only buff a single stat and buff them by 30 or less. So Weezing is going to have plus 20 special attack to make its special attack 105 and its base stat total 115. Golem is going to get plus 15 defense to make its defense 145 and its base stat total 510. Victory Bell is going to get plus 10 special attack to make its special attack 110 and its base stat total 500. Raichu is going to get plus 30 special attack to make its special attack 120 and its base stat total 550. Just because I want it to have higher special attack than Light Ball Pikachu. Electabuzz and Magmar plus 10 defense, plus 10 special attack and plus 5 special attack. To make their special attack 105 and their base stat totals 500. Yep, Magmar actually has a higher base stat total than Electabuzz currently. Bet you didn't know that. So I just realised all of these small buffs are for special attack and there's one for defense. Whatever. Okay, this one might surprise you, but I think Metapod and Kakuna should get a buff. Because they're supposed to be cocoons that withstand a lot and constantly use Harden to raise their defense. So I gave them plus 55 defense. But it's not like I'm gonna buff their evolutions, because it makes sense for them to lose defense when they evolve. They actually lose a bit of defense when they evolve anyway, but now they lose even more. So now that we did a surprising one, let's get to an obvious one. Farfetch'd. Everyone wants Farfetch'd to have a buff, including me, because it wouldn't be so bad if Farfetch'd had an evolution, but it doesn't. So, and its old stats are terrible. Its highest stat is attack at 65, which is terrible, literally. So I changed it to HP 80, attack 110, defense 75, special attack 700, special defense 75, and speed 90 to make its base stat total 500. And then I gave it a Mega Evolution to make its HP 100, its attack 160, its defense 75, its special attack 90, its special defense 75, and its speed 100 to make its base stat total 600. And I don't know if you can actually make HP higher by Mega Evolving, so feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of these Mega Evolutions are going to gain HP, so I don't know whether they actually should. Okay, I think Krabby and Kingler need a buff, just because I feel like they're sort of wasted potential, because they have really high attack, 105 and 130, but they only really have like a few good physical water type moves to cover that. Literally, only Waterfall and Crab Hammer. So I just thought if you match their special attack with their attack, that will make it a lot better. So Krabby gets a base stat total of 405 and Kingler gets a base stat total of 555, which is actually like one of the highest for non-legendary, non-pseudo-legendary Pokemon, I think. Or mythical Pokemon. Sorry, I keep calling mythical Pokemon legendaries. It's hard to remember that they're not legendaries anymore. Right, and then I made Mega Kingler. Well, I didn't make it. I made the stats. This is a concept art I found on Google. Yeah, all of these I don't actually know the original creators. I just know they're from Google. So yeah, I gave him 75 HP, 160 attack, 135 defense, 160 special attack, 50 special defense, and 75 speed, to give it a base stat total of 655, because every Mega Evolution adds 100 to the base stat total. This is probably one you haven't heard for. I think Dugtrio needs a buff, because it's one of the fully evolved Pokemon. It's considered like in the same league, but it's actually much weaker at a base stat total of 405. That's over 100 less than even something like Steelix. And Steelix isn't a very powerful Pokemon. But yeah. So I'm giving it 60 HP, 115 attack, 90 defense, 50 special attack, 90 special defense, and 120 speed to make its base at total 505, because that's around the same level as fully evolved Pokemon like Dugtrio, because right now the only thing it really has going for it is its speed and decent attack. So yeah, I buffed it to have better stats all around. And then I gave it a Mega Evolution. I still don't know who this concept artist is, sorry. So I made its HP 75, attack 145, defense 100, special attack 50, special defense 100, and speed 155 to make its base stat total 605. So yeah, here's another one. I think Lickitung needs a buff, because he has literally no good stats. Here, I always thought he was really bulky, but he doesn't even have very good defense and special defense, and got quite good HP, but still not that good. So I buff his stats a bit. I'm not making him like, he's still not very viable, but at least it gives him a bit more viability. So I'm giving him 105 HP, 75 attack, 80 defense, 75 special attack, 80 special defense, and 45 speed to make its base stat total 460. So I think Chansey and Blissey need a buff. And all it is changing their special attack to the same as their special defense. Just because in Generation 1, special attack and special defense were both one stat, which was the special stat. And originally Chansey had 105 special stat, which meant it had 105 special attack, which makes sense for it because it needs good special attacking power if it doesn't have good attacking power. But after Generation 1, when they made them two separate stats, they just gave Chansey a terrible 35 special attack. So I brought Chansey's special attack back up to where it was before, and obviously buffed Blissey's special attack to match that. Then I gave Blissey a Mega Evolution. This was literally the only concept art I found. I'm not saying it's bad, it's actually really good, but not many people think about a Mega Blissey. But yeah, I gave it 300 HP just to make it like a monster with HP. Like, left its attack and defense at 10, and buffed it, or made its special attack and special defense 155 each, and made its speed 70 to make its base stat total 700. And I just realised, if this buff happened, Blissey would actually be considered a pseudo-legendary, I think, because of its 3-stage evolution line. It's based at total of 600, I think. I'm not too sure. There might be other criteria, but I don't know. But yeah. Right. I think Voltorb and Electro need a buff. It's because they only really have their speed going for them. And they're electric type, so I thought they should at least get good special attack. Voltorb gets 85 special attack, which isn't too high, but it's pretty good considering it's a pre-evolved Pokemon. And I gave Electrode 125 special attack and made its base total 525. So yeah, I also gave Electrode a Mega Evolution. Found this concept art on Google. It's actually really cool because it resembles a Master Ball, and Electrode resembles a Pokeball. So one thing I'd change about is I'd put the purple at the bottom and the white at the top, because to match Electrode's colours, but still really cool. So I made its HP 80, its attack still 50, its defense 80, its special attack 155, its special defense 90, and its speed 170, which would actually make Mega Electrode the second fastest Pokemon of all time, just behind Deoxys speed form. So that would mean it's faster than Ninjask even. But yeah, so that makes its base stat total 625. Okay, I think there are 2 more. Sandslash, I think, needs a buff, just because its stats are pretty underwhelming. So I gave it 80 HP, 125 attack, 120 defense, 60 special attack, 65 special defense, and 80 speed to make its base stat total 525. Which I think is a pretty good buff. Makes him on league with the rest of the fully evolved Pokemon. And I gave him a Mega Evolution to make its HP 80, its attack 150, its defense 150, special attack 60, special defense 90, and its speed 100 to make its base stat total 625. In fact, I have 2 more still. I forgot about this one. Beedrill and Butterfree need a buff. I get that they're the bug Pokemon, but fully evolved Pokemon shouldn't have that bad stats. Like the same stats as an Onix, like the same base stat total around as an Onix. And for some reason, Onix is really weak. So I buffed them both to 450 base stat total, which I think makes sense, because I mean it's not as high as most fully evolved Pokemon, but it's still pretty good. So I made Beedrill's HP 85, its attack 105, its defense 40, its special attack 45, its special defense 90, and its speed 85. And any Pokemon in this list that already has a Mega Evolution and gets a buff, its Mega Evolution will keep the same stat changes. So it goes to 15 special attack, gets 165 attack, and gets 155 speed to make its base stat total 550. And obviously, if I'm giving Beedrill a buff, I have to give Butterfree a buff. So give its HP 80, its attack 45, its defense 50, its special attack 95. Special attack 105, its special defense 90, its speed 80 to make its base stat total 450. And I gave it a Mega Evolution to match Beedrill's. So I gave it 80 HP, 15 attack to match Beedrill's 15 special attack, 50 defense, 165 special attack, 90 special defense, and 150 speed to make its base stat total 550. Okay, this is one more. I did mention this. I did mention how Onyx is weak, surprisingly. And that matches with my last buff. Onyx and Steelix need a buff to match Gyarados. Literally, I always thought of Onyx as the rival to Gyarados. But Gyarados had way better stats. And normally I wouldn't be able to get away with this kind of buff because of its evolution, because Onyx now has an evolution in Steelix. And Steelix even has a Mega Evolution. But luckily, with something that happened in Generation 2, I can. So when Onyx got a Mega Evolution to Steelix, a few other Pokemon also... No, wait. When Onyx got an evolution to Steelix, a few other Pokemon also got evolutions, including Cypher got an evolution to Scizor, and Onyx and Cypher both evolved when traded with the Metal Coat, and Scizor has the same base stat total to Cypher, and has lower speed but higher attack and defense. So I did that with Onyx. I gave Steelix lower speed but higher other things. So I made Onyx's HP 50, its attack 125, so it was the same as Gyarados's. I left its defense at 160 because its defense is already high enough. I left its special attack at 30 because it's really low, but I didn't want to add to that because that would take away potential for other stats to be hired, and its special attack isn't even important anyway. So I made its special defense 65 and its speed 110 to make its base stat total 540, the same as Gyarados. So Onyx has higher Onyx has higher defense and speed than Gyarados, and Gyarados has higher HP, special attack, special defense, and the same attack as Onyx here, and the same base stat total. And for Steelix, I didn't want to buff its attack because its attack was already high enough considering Steelix would be able to Mega Evolve. And I didn't want Steelix to have a higher attack than Gyarados. So I made its HP 90, left its defense at 200. And the interesting thing is, I actually nerfed its special attack and speed by 10 each to 45 and 20. Just because I wanted to add to other stats. Okay. So I made its special defense 70. Sorry. So yeah, I wanted to have higher increase on HP and special defense and attack, I guess, from the original Steelix. So I had to nerf special attack and speed. But yeah, it has the same base stat total as Onyx, but it has a better typing, lower speed but higher defense, higher HP, higher special attack and higher special defense, slightly. And obviously Steelix has a Mega Evolution, so I had to include that. I gave it the same stat changes, so its HP is still 90, its attack is 165 now, which is higher than Mega Gyarados, but I wanted to follow the same base stat adding pattern as regular Mega Steelix. So I had to give him slightly higher attack than Mega Gyarados, but oh well. Special attack is still 45, special defense becomes 100, and his speed is still 20. Make his base stat total 640. So these stats aren't buffs, they're just the stats of Gyarados and Mega Gyarados to compare to Onyx, Steelix and Mega Steelix. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my video. In fact, I'm nearly on 20 minutes, which is 2 videos added together, so... Oh well, I have a few seconds left. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and for now, this is Psytube, signing out.